I probably shouldn't be getting mad at words existing. Never! I will always get mad. Mysterious energy emanates from the seedling. It feels similar to the energy given off by Yggdrasil's roots, but nothing happens when you touch it. Weird. Alright, let's talk to you. I have done you a great discourtesy, Luminary. I should have welcomed you with open arms, not bared fists. I pray that you can forgive me. I'm sorry. You're going to go straight to heck. His Holiness awaits you in the High Hall, at the top of the temple. Please proceed inside. Don't think about it. 1,000 apologies. When I saw a Knight of Eldor, the kingdom that has suppressed our people for so long, I could not contain my anger. I had no idea you were the Luminary, and that you and he were comrades. I am deeply ashamed to have shown you such disrespect. Yeah, well, maybe someday you'll be able to earn my respect. Till then, off of you. No dinner for a week! Oh, cat. There's a cat here, everybody. Kitty cats. Welcome to Angri-La. You are the Luminary, are you not? The one we have waited all these years for. His Holiness told us that you had come. How long have we looked forward to this day? Pray, stay and talk. A while before you proceed to the High Hall. Everyone is eager to meet you at last. Is that so? Everyone's just making a little chalkboard for me, eh? Break. In the temple of Angri-La, disciples undergo the most arduous training imaginable in order to draw out their latent spiritual powers. Before the mountain path that was barricaded by the Eldorian army, our would-be heroes would have come here from all of Endra in hope of learning the secret of our own strength. So Eldor suppressed them as a thing? Welcome, Luminary. We have been awaiting your arrival for many years. One of us was especially eager to meet you, but alas... Pray speak with His Holiness. He will tell you more. Beg pardon? Who was hoping to see us some more? His Holiness has the power to sense a person's true nature with a single glance. This is why the Grand Master chose him to be the new High Lama in spite of his years. Some of our less enlightened disciples resent being ruled over by a boy at first, but he has proven himself to be a wise and able leader, and gained the admiration of all. Yeah, well, I can still beat him up, so... Well, who's the leader? All the monks are gathered in the High Hall to welcome the Luminary and Angri-La. The day we've all been waiting for has finally come. Well, nearly all of us. I don't really know what a Luminary is, and I'll ask my mother later. That's so, kid. That's so. This is the power of a Luminary! You don't get pots. What the heck? What are you doing here? I was guarding the mountain gate when we were attacked by monsters. If the disciples hadn't come to my aid, I would surely have lost my life. We have blockaded their home at Sir Jasper's orders, but despite this, they saved my life and welcomed me into their home. I can still hardly believe it. Well. We found this man lying unconscious on the slopes of the mountain. He was gravely injured, but we were able to nurse him back to health. At first we were wary of him for many moons now. The soldiers of Eldor had laid siege to our temple, but it seems he had nothing to fear. He is a man of honor. And this is a chest of honor. Ooh, that was an interesting stone. I guess that's all of that. Yeah, for the most part. Oh, dang. Yeah, there's more to this town. Now, here's a face I haven't seen before. Tell me, are you the Prince of Dundrill? Oh, is that so? I was sure you were related. You were a relation of my old friend. You look just like him. Is Rab here? So we're gonna meet up with Rab. Message from the High Lama. Disciples of the Angri-La, no doubt the events of recent days have come as a shock, but I urge you, do not lose hope. Let us honor the memory of our fallen master by devoting ourselves wholly to our training. The wheel of time is always turning, but with good karma we may speed her soul's progress back to the light. Whether one emerges from battle in triumphal defeat depends on one's skill with a sword, on one's magical might, upon one's will to win. No matter how powerful one's opponent, one must clear one's mind of all doubt and devote oneself entirely to overcoming the challenge they present. So the first teacher of Angri-La. We disciples train day after day to master this mindset. Howdy, honey. What brings you here? Me, I was buzzing around my own business when I found myself smack dab in the middle of a gang of red-eyed monsters fixed to eat me up. If I hadn't been for a couple of kindly disciples coming to my rescue, I'd been torn to itty-bitty pieces. These fellas sure are strong and fast. You should have seen them welling on the environments. Quick as all get out. Guess all that training really does pay off. Hello. Angri-La is home to the Society of Monks, who spend all the time training to extra strong and clever. Are you here to train too? No? Oh, then why do you climb all the way up the mountain? You are a strange one, mister. Yeah, well, shut up. Tourist pamphlet entitled Girl About Town, Port of Valor. Start your day with a lazy morning relaxing by the water. Enjoy a traditional breakfast of pancakes with coconut sauce and strong Bavarian coffee. Then make your way to the beach where you can sun yourself while enjoying a good book and snacking on delicious tropical fruit. The sweet, juicy flavors of fresh Bavarian produce simply can't be beat. Once the day starts to cool, make your way to the casino and try your luck at the tables until it's time for dinner at the hotel's world-class restaurant. The special is out of this world. Finally sit at the bar at the beach terrace, sipping a cocktail and losing yourself to a stunning Savern sunset, or the bartenders resting azure eyes. It's just one of the many ways to while away a day in delectable Port of Valor. If it sounds like your idea of fun, then don't delay. Start planning your trip today. Book called Don't Go Hungry, The Local Delicacies of Angri-La. It's widely agreed that Angri-La's unique style of cooking grew out of the need to provide delicious nutrients for the monks to perform their healing training while still adhering to a strict vegetarian diet. Perhaps the temple's most famous dish is the legendary Bam Bam noodles, which are served only at special festivals. Claims that it is the most delicious food in all the world are certainly not unfounded. The meal is said to symbolize pride of one's achievements, and anyone capable of making a rigorous mountain climb in order to taste them firsthand has every reason to be pleased with themselves. Nifty. And steel. No. Okay. Let's break your pot, lady. There you go. Oh, is there more parts to break right there? No, not really. This is a pretty nifty town, because like you're in like an entirely big tent and everything. Oh wow. There's even more to this little spot here. Okay. Go up once more. I just saw a load of disciples racing into the High Hall. His Holiness must have summoned them. I've never seen them so excited before. I wonder what's going on. I had no idea who you are, but okay. Thanks for the info. Welcome, Luminary. This is the High Hall of Angri-La. His Holiness awaits you within. That's so.
As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner? It is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth. Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang. Sadly, that was not to be.
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here. What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
A noble sacrifice indeed.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
More walking! Ugh.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
I mean, I guess. For months, Eldor has laid siege to this temple, accusing us of harboring the Darkspawn. All this despite our ancient alliance with Dundrasil. The nation was once their closest ally. No doubt their forces have stormed the gates long ago, were it not for the fear of the Grand Master. Pang's power was enough to hold an entire army at bay. Forgive me. It is a pleasure to meet with you at last, Luminary. I only wish the Grand Master Pang could have shared in our joy. The Great Master had waited your coming more eagerly than any other. If only our beloved leader had not been taken from us. When the Lord of Shadow sent the world tree crashing to the ground, Grandmaster Pang summoned a mighty magical mandala to keep this temple safe from harm. But the extortion was too great. The Master did not return. A life was given to save those we disciples. We must make sure we put them to good use. It is my honor to serve as chief instructor of this temple. If Dundrasil had not fallen, I would have trained you as a child, according to the instructions of Grandmaster Pang. No doubt you are eager to undertake the training that is your birthright. But first, pray, speak with His Holiness. He awaits you by the entrance to the Field of Disciples, which stands behind the temple. Beg pardon? Fear not, traveler. I plan to put my training to good use, and rid all who seek shelter here from danger. If the worst could come to pass, I shall lay my very life on the line. My steely physique shall shield these temple from attack. Beyond this tunnel lies the Field of Discipline. May would-be warriors have entered this sacred area to train their bodies and their minds. Now, Luminary, it is your turn. We'll look upstairs first. Stairs looks like there's where the good stuff is. Honestly. Give me that good stuff. Give me that good stuff. Really? Nothing? Alright, I'll go through here. Hello. Welcome, Lumine. This is the Grandmaster's chamber. It is where Grandmaster Pang herself resided until that fateful day. It is also where you would have awoken each morning if you had come here when you were a child and trained with us as you were supposed to. Also, Grandmaster Pang was actually, was a woman. That's pretty cool. Checky. The Sutra of Angri-La. The master teaches that man is the world, and the world is man. To devote oneself to good deeds is to serve the world. To bring goodness into the world is to protect it. The master teaches that through suffering we learn of ease, and that through sadness we learn of joy. To love mankind and thereby the world, that is our duty. Man is the world, goodness serves the world. Learn good things from bad, and thereby love the world. These are the wisdoms of Angri-La, realm beyond the clouds. These are the perceptives by which we live. Nifty. Book called On the Nature of the Naughty Stick. The Grand Masters of Angri-La wield a mighty weapon whose name echoes through the ages. I speak not of the wave cutter, a scimitar, nor of the staff of torn clouds. No, I speak of the Naughty Stick. The origin of this legendary tool of destruction can be traced back to the very founding of Angri-La. It is said that the stick itself chose to be the very first Grandmaster. Some believe that it was carved from the branch of Angri-La, and that even a dragon could not break it, though it tried with all its might. Of course, it is best known for its use in punishing young monks for lapses of focus. The pain it inflicts is rumored to be so severe that acolytes fear that their very souls have been spanked from their bodies. Well then, I would have been hit by that. But then I wouldn't have met Gemma. And Gemma's outrageous. Truly contagious. What the heck, kid? I didn't see you here. My friend was chosen to be the new High Lama. Now he's the most important person in Angri-La, after the Grandmaster, and everyone has to do what he says. Amazing, isn't it? He's only the same age as me, but we couldn't be more different. Right? You wear glasses and are a nerd. He is not. So different. Alright, let's finally go to Disciples. Oh god, more walking. What is with you people? Oh my god. Welcome, Prince of Dundersill, to the field of discipline, where your ancestors trained to become mighty warriors and wise rulers. The High Lama awaits you within. Gemma's a babe, but she's no jade. True.
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline, where students of Angri-La strive for enlightenment. Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history, and of the luminary of legend himself, Erdwin. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then. The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization.
Aye! This is what it sounds like.
But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his fate forever.
Who was this person?
Another of Ai Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant. Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends.
Wait, Mortigan? Morticant?
When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed. Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now, allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me.
More walking. We two sworn companions, Erdogan and Mordecant, do hereby pledge to lay low the Dark One, though it cost us our very lives. May this pact stand from now until eternity. Okay then. So.
Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you.
Beg pardon, my karma would be different? Are you suggesting that as a baby, I did a wrong, and therefore was punished for it? Oh my goodness, this kid, I want to smack him one. I don't like this High Llama. But I do agree with you, Whoopi. He does look like he's constantly surprised all the time. It's the eyebrows, man. Just, can't you pluck him a bit?
I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
So Rab would know of this place. And he would come here, so that we're gonna meet him up with him. He's the first one to meet up, eh?
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times. The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
A legendary achievement indeed.
He got a paddling.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time. The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it.
I'm pretty sure he's like around here too.
Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honored if you would join us.
Thank God there's food.
We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
That night, the High Llama holds a banquet in Law's honor. The long-suffering disciples are overjoyed to have an evening respite from their training and eat, drink, dance till the early hours. Then, morning comes. Dun dun dun. We can't get hurt by the naughty stick.
Awake at last, It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
So we're just gonna straight up leave then? That's what we're gonna do, just leave? I guess. Alright, there's gotta be something else over here. There's gotta be, right? I'm almost positive there is. Whatcha? Not seeing much else here. Oh, there we go. There's some people here. What are y'all doing? Oh, what am I doing? Nothing more than you see. Running around the field of discipline is part of my training. If I work hard enough and study long enough, perhaps one day the master will deem me fit to face the most legendary of our trials, the Wheel of Harma. Harma? Huh? This dance may look simple, but it takes many years of training to perform it precisely and rhythmically. Only when I keep dancing the whole day through will I finally be able to ready to proceed to the next stage of my training. But my arms feel like they are going to fall off already. I think I had too much fun at the party last night, but I must keep dancing. The High Lama will be furious if I were to neglect my training. Yes, he would. For he is the devil, and we should slay him, betray him, and just party every day and night. That's what I say we do. Well, I guess that will be it for over here. Oh. Luminary, I trust you slept well last night. His Holiness awaits you outside. It seems he is keen to wish you luck on the next stage of your journey. He had said he intended to speak with you alone, but I hear raised voices coming from the other side of the door. What could be happening out there, I wonder?
And the hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed. This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Yeah, but he said we're guests here. I kind of like staying here for a bit.
Come now, do not be so churlish. The High Lama needs our help. It would not do to let him down.
Ugh. Hendrik, why are you such a good boy?
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you.
What?
We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
Okay then, I guess we'll do that. The path at the top of the mountain lies to the east as you exit the temple. Be very wary. There are many fearsome creatures lying in wait there. We'll be fine. We have a little kid with us. Pretty sure you can beat up all those monsters, right? That's what little kids are for. Right? Also, side quest. Side quest? Side quest. Whether one emerges from battle in triumph or defeat depends not on one's skill with a sword or one's magical might, but upon one's will to win. No matter how powerful one's opponent, one must clear one's mind of all doubts and devote oneself entirely to overcoming the challenge they present. This is the first teaching of Angri-La. These disciples train day after day to master this mindset. Perhaps our teaching might aid you in your coming battles to come? We'd like to experience our training for yourself. This particular lesson involves defeating a mighty monster using a certain pep power. Sure, yeah, we'll do that. Good, you have the spirit of a true disciple. I sense that you have braved the battlefield countless times before, and before the dance of death with many a foul foe. For this trial, I would like you to slay one of the border serpents that haunt the paths of Mount Angri-La during the day, and hide themselves away at night. They are fearsome foes indeed. And not only that, you must use the pep power, Blaze of Glory, before felling the fiend. This skill vastly increases one's attack might at the expense of defense. It encourages one to eliminate all doubts of defeat from one's mind and concentrate entirely on the offense. I guess we'll do that. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. Alright, I guess we're off. We're off with the Incredible Cough. Yeah, that was the one side quest right there. I'm glad we took it. So I imagine we're gonna meet Grandpa again. He's gonna cry his balls out. We're like, oh God, sweet child, I thought you were dead forever, or whatever. You know how he is. Alright. Go over here. Why, if it isn't the Luminary! His Holiness sent a word that you would be coming. You were going to rescue the hermit who went off to the top of the mountain, correct? Please be careful. It would not do for one as important as yourself to go missing, too.